of tournaments. There is almost guaranteed. There's always a weekly on.
Yep.
Guff, Friday Night Smash.
Oh yeah, we have Guff in Geelong, Shepparton as well.
Yep. So we've got Friday Night Smash is our weekly. We've also got Stacked, which is sponsoring interstate players to come up. Extra.
Nice.
Is
one of our best.
Coming up next.
Fourth and PR. Now this is just a button check. They ran on stage, so continue what you're saying.
After your matches,
so we've got Stacked, we've got UQ Smash, which I believe has a major coming up soon. We've also got some of our younger TOs made Sandbags Revenge.
Oh, yep.
And we had another tournament, which I'm not quite sure when it's happening next, Smashbox.
Nice, so huge amount of activity over there.
Yeah, there's always a weekly on, and there's almost a monthly or a larger tournament every week. I think we also had a new one just pop up in a church, somewhere between, I think it's Caboolture, I want to say, which is halfway between the Sunshine Coast and Brisbane.
All right.
So there is a lot of activity, especially because the place is so spread out comparative to most other scenes.
Yeah.
It's probably on Perth levels. We've got Gold, Sunshine, and Brisbane itself as the major cities.
All right. We really only have, as far as I understand, Melbourne and Geelong are really the only two hotspots here for Smash in Victoria. That said, I mean, with the numbers we get, we are pretty fancied. Also, Geelong is about an hour and a half away by our sort of long distance train, our V-Lines, our diesel engine. So we will get people coming down from their weeklies. We have player Snuggles, another Ryu comes down. Googers.
Yep. He's here today. Did he make it out of... No. He didn't make it out of bracket because he can't be here today.
Well, let's talk about people who did make it out of bracket. Earl and Yehya going in with the characters we predicted.
All right.
FD.
Now, how has Yehya gone past, the Meta Knight nerf?
He's gone fine.
Seems like you're doing a great job.
Yeah, Meta Knight was nerfed, yes, and it affected him, but he wasn't nerfed hugely, and Yehya's managed to keep it going. He did flirt with other characters for a while, but he's like, nah, Meta Knight's not that bad. We'll just keep with him.
I think that's been the case for a lot of players who had their characters heavily nerfed in 1.1.5 in quotations.
Yeah.
Some Sheik mains have changed, some Meta Knights have changed, but a lot of them have also gone back.
And Earl with his really nice clean combo game. Like, one of the huge hallmarks of Earl's players both is very clean movement and it's very clean decision making, as well as very high level execution. Not as strong as the other two skills I mentioned, but still, it's rare to see him dropping a combo.
Absolutely. He's doing a great job of sort of baiting out these committing to focus attack, which is quite laggy, provided it doesn't hit.
Neutral Shoryuken, and Meta Knight's just so light. The matchup is not great just on that alone.
A bit of rage and 80%, that's all Ryu needs. He cleans up stocks. Absolute janitor.
Yeah, I like that. That's well played. Yeah, Earl a little bit overcommitting to the focus attack, and it cost him an entire stock there, resetting to 0-0
really
and losing the rage.
I mean, he was winning percentage for most of that. Earl's come out really strong here.
Definitely.
But, if he can pull it off again, he's certainly got a strong chance of taking this game.
No, and he goes too deep and gets footstooled.
5 jumps is really good to help you footstool, because if you whiff, you can keep going up, no worries.
Yeah, and really good presence of mind there from Yehya, especially if that was intentional.
Yeah.
A little bit too deep on that.
Earl did go a little bit too deep, but we'll see what he can do. Takes it back to FD.
Earl
would change to Smashville. All right.
If Earl was knocked into losers this early and against someone like Yehya who isn't PR'd, that would be an upset for me. Like a huge upset.
This has been upset central.
Yeah.
Right? But Yehya is doing such a great job. Beautiful tornado for 21%. But Earl's going to retort.
Good optimized combos there. On certain characters you can get the hard Tatamaki off those strings, but Meta Knight is too floaty for that to work.
Fair enough. So he opts to go for the
red fireball.
Yeah.
We'll just call it that. And what he's doing there with the hard up tilt, he's cancelling it into focus to reduce the end lag and to get better positioning.
Oh, nice. So you can still do a commitment into focus moves in this game.
There's also very nice Shoryuken there, just poke through shield.
Good stuff.
Also the factor of you can do that as a hit confirm on hit or block.
Yeah.
So it just makes it a little bit more autopilot. So it gives Ryu, who's got rather hard execution, just a little less you have to worry about, which is always a huge thing.
Yeah, they really made him quite similar to his Street Fighter 4 counterpart.
Yeah.
You know, it has that negative edge.
And this is what we were saying about Yehya taking the early game, but not being able to punish it there. And I like Yehya holding the smash there when Earl's in shield.
Yeah,
he wasn't going to get anything, and he might as well get the shield pressure. And if Earl just manages to mess up and drop it, hell, if he just twitches and drops it, it's a good free, huge amount of damage, possibly a KO with awful DI.
I mean, it'll kill it at 70, and the move is safe on block, so...
Yeah, exactly. There was no reason not to do that with Earl was so committed to shield.
Yeah, but Earl is just playing it really safe right now. The downside to this is it is going to be a best-of-3 fight, and Yehya will have the counter pick.
Exactly.
Which I'm
great! Great
okay.
from Meta Knight.
And I believe the counter pick's likely to be something like Dreamland.
Yeah, that's a Dreamland's not awful for Ryu, but it does help Meta Knight.
Pineapples is something to look out for.
That is true. But the platform placements is nice for Ryu, I find. Oh wow!
Good punish.
And Ryu's weight coming
Good
in
DI
there.
though.
Ryu, 14th heaviest in the game, I believe. Just you wouldn't expect it, but he lives about 2 or 3 hits more than you think he would. Good
Nice.
dash attack.
All right.
Unlike Meta Knight, who is very squishy.
Yehya has just got to rally himself. You know, he did get 2-stock there, but percentage was high.
And Earl, good composure, getting back to a more simplified game state, not going a bit too far, which did cost him the last game.
Absolutely.
And bringing it back, making it nice and clean, nice and refined is definitely a positive step in his gameplay.
Right. So yeah, like we said, Yehya gets the counter pick here.
Yeah.
Takes it to TNC. All right.
TNC.
Bit of a risky choice as Ryu's going to kill off the top earlier, and we have seen.
To be honest, it's actually not that bad in the sense of Meta Knight's got those up strings, which are a huge thing. Ryu can kill in other ways, and with Meta Knight's weight, if Ryu's going to kill with the Shoryuken, 90% of the time, he's still going to kill with that Shoryuken. Meta Knight actually does get more off the top.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
And as a...
that up B that he came out, like he punished out a shield with,
that would
have
have
killed.
probably killed before, exactly. And then when I play Ryu myself, because I'm also a solo Ryu main, I will take into more account, alright, Fox's not going to go down city, he can kill me better off the top. Sonic probably can kill me better off the top, runs away with it. But say someone like Ike, who I can usually counter as upwards, okay, there I'll go. It's really matchup dependent for Ryu, like.
Yeah. But there we go.
Yeah. That said, that probably
TSK.
honestly was one of the times where the lower ceiling did matter with the True Yuken there. Shoryuken, sorry, I'll go with that one. Shoryuken, yep.
Do you want to string set up?
And Earl just looking to close this out as quickly as easily as possible. Don't want to get too much more.
The shield button a little bit here, and that seems to be the issue.
Yeah, the Shakuretsu is actually quite hard to block. He's got it, because also Ryu actually has 2 speeds of it, and you have to block each one differently.
That's true.
Yeah.
The hard press and long press.
Exactly.
It's certainly a good way to mix up your opponent.
Yep. You can also just use grab and it'll always do the light press.
Ah, okay.
So that's a good little tip for all the Ryu mains out there. Or aspiring Ryu mains. Alright.
He's managing to get power shields on things like down tilt, but he just needs to hold it a little bit longer. He seems to be breaking shield a bit too much, and that's really where he's getting.
I think part of the fear is that Ryu, if he holds it down too long, he just breaks shield.
That's
Ryu's
true.
tricky to block if they're playing well.
That's true, but
I agree. He might stand to be a little bit more patient.
If you get the power shield, you can hold it for 1 or 2.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
You can typically always react to the second.
And let's see if Yehya can edge guard here to end the stop. No.
Alright, so it looks like Earl's rallying himself quite well.
Yehya's just struggling to find a position to get something in. Seems to be mostly going for grabs, and that's becoming less effective.
I mean, if Earl's holding shield, sometimes you got to take what you
Oh,
get.
you do, definitely.
And he can always get the...
yeah, you've got to be careful of that shield there. It is starting to whittle down a bit.
Seismic toss on one of the platforms.
Sure. And I'm sure that's something Yehya's looking for.
Cleans it up. All right, good work from Earl. Good work from Yehya. He's still got to lose this run to make.
Yep.
So best of luck
Still,
to him in
impressive
there.
first game. I think Earl probably probably playing a little bit too fancy, maybe underestimating Yehya a little bit in that costume.
Yep.
That said, and I don't remember how long ago this was, Earl has